In Westfield, New Jersey, 657 Boulevard seemed to be a beautiful home. In 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus paid approximately $1.4 million for the house. For the young family, who already reside in Westfield, which ranked 99th on Bloomberg's list of the 100 wealthiest communities in the United States in 2018, this was an improvement, as they described in an interview with New York Magazine. The home, which was constructed in the Dutch colonial revival style, featured 2 porches, 4 fireplaces, 6 bedrooms, and 4 bathrooms. The correspondence followed. The family received at least 4 threatening letters from a person who identified themselves as the Watcher over the course of a year and a half. Instead of the beginning of their new life, a string of lawsuits, inquiries, and yes, letters, started what was intended to be the beginning of their new existence. The residence was sold in 2019 rather than being occupied by the couple. Their tale is now the inspiration for a Ryan Murphy-produced Netflix series with Bobby Cannavale and Naomi Watts as Dean and Nora Brannick, a fictionalized version of the Broadduses. What you should know about the actual Westfield house and what happened to it after the Broaddus bought it is provided below. The Broadduses never moved into 657 Boulevard. The Brannick family moves into the home right away in the television show, but the Broadduses chose to finish the renovations first. The family claims that around this time, they started getting threatening typed letters from someone they refer to as the Watcher. "Who am I?" In the opening letter to the Broaddus family, the writer wrote, "Every day, countless numbers of vehicles pass along 657 Boulevard. Maybe I belong to one. From 657 Boulevard, have a look at all the windows that are visible. Maybe I belong to one." As the months passed without the Broadduses, the Watcher expressed displeasure with their absence. 657 Boulevard is eager for you to settle in. In 2019, the Broadduses rented 657 Boulevard before selling it. The Broadduses continued to live with Maria's mother in Westfield after selling their other property. In 2017, they relisted the home and opted to rent it out when it failed to sell. The renter, who went by the name Chris, told NJ.com in 2017 that he responded to the ad for the house without having heard of the Watcher. The tenant responded, "Never followed it, it is not my issue." In 2019, the house was sold at a $400,000 loss. When Today asked the real estate agent, Beth Sullivan of Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, to confirm the sale, she stated that the buyers preferred to remain anonymous. What former residents of 657 Boulevard had to say about the house. The home, which was erected in 1905, had more than 100 years of residence before the Broaddus family moved in, including some prominent ones. There was a time when William H. Davies, the mayor of Westfield in the 1930s, resided. Margaret Davis, who resided in the house from 1963 until her marriage in 1988, expressed amazement at the Watcher headlines to N.J.com in 2015. "It sounds so strange," Davis said. "When we were there, we never experienced anything like this. There, we had a terrific time." The Watcher did send a letter to a former owner. The Broadduses acquired the home from John and Andrea Woods, who had resided there since 1990. The Broaddus family claims that they were mentioned in one of the Watcher's letters, which began, "I requested the Woods to bring me young blood and it appears like they listened." According to New York Magazine, Andrea Woods responded to a message from Maria Broaddus by saying that they hadn't received a letter in the 23 years they had lived there, not even a few days before they left. The letter, in Andrea's words, seemed strange. The Broadduses brought a civil complaint against the Woods in 2015, alleging that the couple purposely failed to reveal the letter because they were so desperate to sell the million-dollar home. According to N.J.com, a Superior Court judge rejected the 3 counts of fraud in the lawsuit in 2017 because there was no proof the Woods concealed the letter on purpose. In addition, the judge dismissed all 4 charges in a counterclaim brought by the Woods that claimed the Broadduses consciously attempted to damage their reputation through media reports. However, The Watcher on Netflix was really shot at a different home. Although the home of Dean and Nora Brannick is meant to be in Westfield, it was really filmed in Rye, New York. Did you watch The Watcher on Netflix? Did you like it? This story really creeped me out. Do you know a related story to this? Tell us in the comment section and don't forget to like our video. The next video will talk about famous mysterious story. Hit subscribe and stay tuned.